back to the channel. Live with Restream. Okay, it looks like it's up.
I can see it, so I think it's up.
Okay, yeah. All right, cool. I just have to figure out how I can go in and like update the file information. It's probably buried somewhere in settings, I'm guessing. Oh, comments can pop up there. Ooh. I'll check that out. There it is. I like that. That's cool. But you can't see the screen very well. Can I drag that?
Can you move us to the bottom, maybe? And that'll make it bigger? And can you resize the blurb?
I don't think so. So what if I do this? Oh, so no, it looks like it's separate. Yeah. I don't know. All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, we should be good to go.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and send this through then.
Glad you guys liked the chat on the side. Thought that was pretty nifty.
And
So you made the news post?
yeah, and I'm doing it on our social media stuff too.
All right, cool. Looks like we got a few people in chat. Hello, hello. You know, for the fruit stand, I could actually try to make it like a cute farmer kind of one versus like the typical markety kind of one that you'd think of.
I do like the cute farmer one.
Yeah. It could be kind of fun if I can pull it off. I'm sorry, Char. I didn't realize I didn't stick you in. I'm like, why isn't she talking? I unmuted her.
I have to go make sure I didn't post the Facebook one to my actual Facebook page.
One way to invite people.
Free advertisement, it's fine.
They're like, what the heck is this Waha stuff?
Most people who know me know I'm hopelessly addicted to Pet Sims and like those types of games, as well as other types of games too, but you know. There's a reason why I've been playing Pokemon since 1999.
Right.
For 20 years now.
Quick reminder, make sure that you have live chat going and not top chat. You can do live chat by doing the little thing on the top left of the chat room. Hi, Ivy. Give me 1 second, baby.
Oh, I should probably... Let's see if my internet will scream at me for... Well, not scream at me, but, you know, throw a fit for me doing it this way.
Well, what's cool too about this this streaming service is like if for some reason I can't be drawing, I can turn my screen off and one of you guys can hijack it if you want to show something.
Ooh. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of less hassle than for group streams anyway, than depending on just one person at a time to contribute content.
All right, I think I got it all situated.
Now let's see. Oops.
So we had a request on the forums to make like a fruit vegetable stand. So I was going to attempt to draw that today for the monthly items for next month.
A fruit stand, cool.
Well, I'm going to just do like a very basic stand, and I figure you guys and everybody can kind of add whatever they want. So like if you want it to be potions or tokens or, you know, pets or whatever, you can kind of dress it up.
That makes sense.
And then if it works out the way I'm trying to imagine it, I want to do it so you can even put like decorations and stuff on it. So hoping it will be cute.
I will be right back. My other half's on.
Also, I like this lo-fi music.
Yeah. Well, I can't see how I can add my own. So there's just the option to use the they have a couple like 10 free ones that you can grab. So I like the background though. The background's got little moving lines and stuff. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I can add my own backgrounds. I just don't know if I do much of a good job animating it.
Yeah. Animation is a little different than just regular art. Let's see.
Welcome everybody who just joined us.
Switch tabs around a little bit so that my screens are more effectively used.
I have a double monitor set up. It's nice to have.
Yeah. Multiple monitors is, like, honestly one of the best things I've ever done with a computer. I'm up to 3 monitors, and I can technically have 4 if I hook up. Yeah. I can technically have 4 if I hook up my TV. So I would have, but I think, I don't know, like having the huge TV on top of, on top of 3 17-inch monitors might be a little much for me right now.
Mike likes doing that, having it stream to the TV. I like to watch him play Prop Hunt. I don't know if you've ever played that game.
No.
Well, like they put you in different rooms. The room can change each game, and you run into the building, and there's stuff everywhere. There's chairs and fruit and fridges and a whole bunch of different stuff. And you walk up to whatever, and you click it, and your character turns into that item, and you have to hide somewhere. And then after the timer ends, the other team comes in, and they have to try to find everybody within a certain amount of time.
Oh, okay.
I believe Gary's mod, maybe is what it's called. that has it. But I think like Gary's mod has a bunch of different stuff in it, so I don't know.
Right. I know Roblox has a bunch of like mini games in it, but like
I refuse to touch
Minecraft
Roblox.
is better than. Yeah, same here. I
I've
just
heard
know it
way
has
too
a
many
bunch of
scary
different mini
stories.
games.
Yeah, no, I've heard way too many scary stories.
I think it's too overrun by the. I hate to say it, but I think it's too overrun by like the really young kids who don't have a filter yet and don't, unfortunately, whose parents use video games to babysit for them.
I've heard there's a lot of predators in the game.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, that too.
Welcome back.
I hijacked your account for a second to, pin the post.
How dare you? I don't know if you can hear the cats. The cats are running back and forth upstairs.
I thought they were digging. I was like, who is digging?
No. It's the cats running back and forth. The kiddos are not here for a couple of weeks. They'll be quiet other than the animals.
Yeah, I am excited about going to see my mom tomorrow. And I talked to her last night, and so they found a cat, and she's just a temporary foster until the foster can, move out some cats so that she can dedicate time and resources towards the pregnant cat.
Yeah.
My mom does not want kittens because she does not have time for kittens. She does not have, she does not have the space for a litter of kittens. She does not have, she just does not have the resources to deal with kittens right now. So I might get to meet a pregnant kitty for a couple days.
Nice. I don't know if I'd be able to foster.
So-
I'd end up keeping everything.
You mean you don't want 10 cats?
Yeah.
Well, I told Mike about the kittens because I got 2 kittens, and he's like, as long as they continue to use the litter box, it's fine. I was like, don't say that because I would go out and get more, and you don't want to come home to like 15 cats running around.
Asher, for some reason, decided he was no longer going to use his litter box back when we had Asher. And
Yep.
his area for pottying was in the corner where D kept, I don't know why I said D, where David kept his, jacket. And of course, he did it during the summer, so we didn't notice because why would we? David didn't need his jacket during the summer.
Yeah.
And a month went by. And I was like, we clean out his litter box. He did it just enough in his litter box that, we didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
And David had to go on a hunt. And I'm like, I don't even know why. We ended up getting him a bigger one to see if that was maybe the issue. And he started doing it in there. But it was just was it too small? You're not even that big of a cat, but you needed a jumbo size?
Cats are
I told my
finicky,
husband.
man.
I told my husband for Christmas, I'm hoping Santa brings me that big, egg-shaped automatic cat box. They're stupid expensive, but it would be so nice not to have to touch it. Then you just go in and empty it out every so often.
David's mom has to use one for one of the clients she has because the client has MS. And when her husband passed, she needed some way to be able to not have, the litter build up and all that, and still be able to deal with the cats and all that. And so they got that, and David's mom is the one that has to empty it. And she's like an almost 70-year-old woman. And it's all technology based. And she hates it. She's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I hate this thing. And I was like, I thought about getting one for Finn. And she goes, don't you dare. They're like a waste of money. And I'm like, but then I don't got to touch litter. Might be worth the $500 to not have to touch litter.
I have the Safe Pet ones. They're the smaller ones that you have to get the fancy crystals for. And my cats are fine with it. So fortunately, it doesn't stress them out. So I'm kind of hoping I can upgrade them to the big egg thing. But I don't know. My luck, I would go out and buy it and then have the cats not want to use it. That would be my luck.
Speaking of litter, I keep seeing these advertisements for pretty litter, and I keep going, I'm not thrilled with clay-based litter, but it's like the least odor offensive for a small apartment. If you get the dust-free or 99% dust-free, I don't think any clay litter is.
You're starting to cut out.
Oh,
Her
am
internet,
I?
it's hating her. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I
Pretty
see.
litter, though. I have not heard of pretty litter.
Oh, I like it.
Welcome to Oahu.
On. Yeah, I see it all the time, like Facebook and stuff. And I've started
what
seeing
makes it pretty? Is it like just colored litter? What's so special about it?
No, what it does is that it changes color based on your cat's urine. So if there's like issues, you can swim quicker.
Huh. Okay.
And it's supposed to be completely dust free and light, and I bring it up because I'm just like I've never been thrilled with having to use clay-based litter. But also, like, everything else is so expensive. It's probably
when I got the kittens. When I got the kittens, the rescue was using almond litter. I guess they make litter now that's made out of chopped almonds.
All right. Yeah. They make litter almost out of anything now that's like absorbent. So
I usually just go for the stuff that's
there's the sawdust pellet,
dust free, and doesn't have any like perfumes or anything added to it.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest, this is a hot mess. Trying to clean it up. I started it off really weird, so the lines are all messy. So you're playing the new Pokemon game?
Me?
I assume you mean Char.
Yeah, Char was the one that said she was playing it.
The new Pokemon games don't come out until like November, I think. So
Arceus, that's new, isn't it?
I was just saying that. Huh?
Arceus?
Oh, Arceus?
Isn't that what it's called? Oh, whatever. I can't pronounce stuff.
Legend Arceus? Yeah. I call it Arceus. I don't know if it's Arceus or Arceus.
I have no idea. I'm also the one that says Waha, so
I say Wahas.
I don't know.
On stream.
Yeah, on stream.
Are you sure you don't want us to add in keeping your Wahas happy? You gotta go on and pet them on the hour and clean up their poop and feed them and take them for walks.
They should get sick too, so you have to go to the vet.
I think we should make like a little Tamagotchi. Find a company that'll sponsor it. You can take with you one little Waha.
That would be so demanding. Can you imagine?
I would do it. It would die in the first day, but I would do it.
Well, it's like Neopets. You always had to feed the pets, but did anybody actually feed them?
I think I did when I was younger,
Just
but I
shove
have
'em in the
problems with feeding the
hotel.
games because, like, in real life, my animals let me know if they're hungry. Addie will like smack her bowl until I bring her food because she has to eat out of a certain bowl, and Bee likes to eat out of that bowl too. So if that bowl's empty, we get angry. But then if the other bowl's empty, we also get angry. I don't understand her logic. Because I'll fill that bowl up and then she'll go and eat out of the other bowl.
Nice. My cats
you
still
have
have
to-
full bowls, and they'll still go eat the dog food.
Look, it could be worse. We've got Fatal, who says he don't play Wahas, who has the most Wahas of all the staff members. It's like he's got 7,000 or 8,000.
Nice.
So imagine if he had to feed them.
I don't even know how many I have.
I think that's what I ended up doing, was keeping mine in the lodge too. I remember that now that you like brought it up.
Yeah, the cheapest hotel option, and it was like, I think it worked out to like a few Neo points a day for all 4 pets.
I have 1,200 Wahas. So I think that's probably small compared to most people.
You have more than me.
Oh, really? That surprises me.
I, for the longest time, couldn't handle having more than 500. So I would always give away or sell down, which is why I'm always telling people, like, I'd rather you just send me a nice note than send me a Waha, because I'm more than likely going to eventually go, I need to clean out my cave, and I don't want to hurt feelings. I think that I finally broke 500 because I haven't done a cave clean out. This is also back when I used to dress up my Wahas. Like, all my stuff were dressed. Don't do that anymore.
I remember you talking about that.
I can't do that anymore. I can't pull all my stuff out of the showcase.
Oh.
All my stuff's in the showcase from when I did March Madness, and it takes forever to load and to be able to pull things out, so
Yeah.
I just leave it.
I
I
need
just
to
don't
go
got
back
things
and
anymore.
clean it up.
Show all. Okay, so right now I have 981, but I'm pretty sure like 400 of them are roosters from me trying to do the rooster event.
I've got 862 Wahas.
Nice.
So-
Sometimes I have to use a lot of self-control because I'll like, if I see someone else's Waha and it's like, oh, that's really pretty, and they're not selling any pups, it's like, I could just do a clone. It's like, oh, that wouldn't go over very well.
Welcome back, Chitali. Welcome back, Leica.
Char is going on a flight tomorrow. Where are you flying to?
Washington State.
Nice. What state are you in now?
just below me, right? South Carolina.
I say, yeah, South Carolina. And then I'm going to Washington State to visit my mom.
Char's literally like the second closest staff member to me. I think Kanta's the closest.
So what, that flight is probably, what, 5 hours? Well, actually, that's if you have a connection. Is it a one-way or a full flight,
It's
or do you have to stop?
Yeah, it's a nonstop.
Oh, nice. So that's how long is the flight then if it's a nonstop?
I know I arrive in Washington around 7 p.m. and I take off here around 4 p.m. and there's a 3 hours time difference, so about 6 hours.
Nice. And Wahas is actually Cherokee for wolf, and they pronounce it as Wahas, but for some reason I put a J instead of an H. So technically it is Wahas, but most people say Wajas.
Or Wooges, or Sparkle Dogs, or
Sparkle Dogs, yeah.
What did Panic's boyfriend call them? I gotta go look this up because that's all I could ever call them now.
I think J looks better too. Wahas would not be as interesting looking, I think. So we'll just stick with that. Weesees, right? Weesees for Waha's credits.
Oh, so yeah, it was WCs as Wix. You are right, Chitali. That is the best thing ever. Panic was saying their boyfriend calls WC Wix. Was asking if he had or she had unlimited Wix.
Nice.
I think the only ones that have unlimited Wix are you and Commando. So spread the word, guys. WC is Wix. I like that Chitali knew what I was talking about, though. Same mind.
I should have this music.
We can neither confirm nor deny that question, Blue Moon.
What makes you think there's a new breed coming?
Can neither confirm.
We just got a new breed, what, last year?
It's actually been a couple years. No, it's been a couple
2
years now. Yeah.
Oh yeah, has it been a couple years now?
Yeah, because I think that it was I'm pretty
yeah,
sure.
it was at the start of the pandemic.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought it was before COVID hit. About to go search up Arctics.
Time is meaningless.
Time is fake.
Yeah, it was in 2020.
For some reason, I wanted to say 2019, but that's going too far.
Bluey's calling us out, guys. I just want y'all to know. We are working on something, though, that is going to be really nice. A whole game changer.
There's a bunch of stuff in the works.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of ADHD, and we get sidetracked very easily.
The biggest thing that sidetracks us is existing stuff that needs to be worked on.
Yeah.
Etsu coming in going, Commando, I have a quick fix.
Yeah, it's never a quick fix. Well, sometimes it is. Sometimes it's like legitimately a quick fix.
Even on quick things, I message and I'm like, nah, this isn't going to be quick, just because I don't want to give him false hope. Hey, if we do a new breed 7 years from when we did Arctic, isn't that around the time that it'd be like our 20-year anniversary? I think a new breed for a 20-year anniversary would work.
I don't know. It just so much goes into a new breed. Do we really want to take on a new breed?
Jotella, you are so correct on that one. We do start sounding like war vets when new breeds are mentioned.
Yeah, they really hate Samsara. I don't think I've met an artist yet that's okay with it.
I hated that marking so much.
It's my favorite marking, like one of my top 10 for sure. I use it on everything.
Hated it. Even like we have a Celtic one too, I think, with like the braided whatevers, and I can't do it.
Elvish color, I think it was. I think Elvish color has like a Celtic look to it. I don't know. I could be mixing markings up. But yeah, I need to work on the 15th anniversary marking that one.
Yeah, I need to figure out what we're doing with the stuff that we haven't heard anything back from in a while.
I'm pretty sure I got all my stuff done.
You did, and then you also did extra stuff.
Yeah.
I think Zeph was almost done with the wallpaper last I checked, so I just gotta check in and see how that is. And maybe we need to bring on a new artist that likes to do hair. Bex was like, they're trying to do it, but they've also got a lot of like in real life stuff going on, and they're like, if somebody else wants to do it, it's all theirs. Free game.
Yeah, I'm not a mutation artist.
Yeah.
Like, I'll work on markings. I'll work on some items, but do not give me mutations to do right now. I don't think I can match the style up to Waha's very well.
I still really like that camera one, like the foreground camera thing. I think that's really
cute. That was really cute.
It'd be easy.
So like the April Fool's tokens.
Yeah. If we ever redo the custom demo, you realize we're gonna have to make new ones or update that one.
So there's probably at least once a month we have someone that comes in and it's like, this token's not giving me a new Waha.
And the thing is there's a frequently asked question about it too. But nobody really pays attention to my library guides.
I
tried covering everything Look, they're all getting redone. I'm trying to do videos, so the Explore the Site, I'm trying to break it down into videos, but as much as people say that they need to be like a minute or two less, that's just impossible with the amount of stuff we have in each section.
Yeah.
Like, even the sidebar one, I managed to make it 3 minutes and 50 seconds. And I could cut it down another 50, maybe, if I don't mention the custom nav. But I feel like that's such an important thing to mention that I'm not willing to.
Yeah, that's definitely an important feature because custom navigation is something that I think would benefit a lot of even newer users.
Yeah, because they can like mark that wiki in there and not have to go through the help area to get to it.
Right.
We still have a handful of stuff that needs to be updated. Just because it's so dated or just it's not working right. Like even the showcase, like you say, it takes forever for it to load. It really shouldn't take forever.
Sparky, literally, if I need something out of my showcase, or if I need something and I need to know if it's in my showcase before I go and buy one, Sparky will go and look for me and see, because it loads faster for her than for me.
Oh.
I think it's because, it's trying to load the removal tools and stuff like that, the access stuff that I get because it's mine. For me.
Maybe.
And she doesn't have all that extra, fluff. So it loads quicker for her. It takes about 1.5 to 2 minutes for me to get my full showcase.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm trying to like get all the library stuff up to date. I also want to go through and get the help section up to date because there's a lot of outdated stuff in there too that don't link to the right
Yeah.
areas. So that's on my list of things to do. And then I want to start adding Howie to more pages, like especially the shop stuff where stuff isn't as straightforward, like the token shop, how we don't have all the tokens in there all the time.
Yeah.
We added him to there so that way it lists when things are available, so like forest tokens being available during the spring and summer months and stuff like that. I want to get that on other pages where it may not be as straightforward. Now that I know that we can add it to shops, Commando was like, I'm not sure how this is going to go. I might break something. And I was like, I hope you don't break something, but let me know.
I know, it's so scary when you're not sure if you're going to break anything. It's like when our certificates kept dying there. I'd reach out to the hosting company and be like, oh yeah, no, we just have to come over here and rewrite this code. And I was like, don't touch the code. Please do not touch the code. And they're like, oh no, it won't affect your site. And it's like, I don't trust you. But fortunately, they were right and the code had nothing to do with the site. So it worked out perfectly, but it was just very scary. And of course, this type of stuff happens like at midnight or 1 a.m.
Oh yeah, when everybody's asleep, that's when everything goes to the pot.
Yeah.
I get messages, like people will message me and be like, can you contact anybody? And I'm like, I hope Etsu's awake. Otherwise, I guess I'm calling her.
Yeah.
It's going to be the most awkward phone call of my life. Sorry to wake you, but you see, somebody destroyed the site, and it wasn't me this time.
I've actually had to make that awkward phone call, not to Estu, but to another site I'm in that I used to do work for. And I was like, there's something going on with your site. And she was like literally on a lunch date with someone. And I was like, I'm so sorry for...
I was on my honeymoon when something was going down. I don't even remember what happened, but I remember sitting. Excuse me. My husband's parents sent us to Jamaica for our honeymoon, and I remember sitting in the lobby with pretty much dial-up, trying to get on the site to figure out what the heck was going on so I could fix it. I'll tell you, that's stressful.
Are you talking about me saying I didn't break it this time?
I don't remember what it was that broke.
Ari said this time in question marks, like, have you done it before? I think I have. I don't remember what it was, but I clicked on something and, you know, stuff just did things. And then also, whenever we get new mods or artists or whatever, and we give like links to certain things they don't have access to, they always think they broke something because they're about to get banned. They get like a giant yellow thing about how, you know, you keep this up, we're gonna ban you.
Yeah, a couple coders ago put all kinds of warnings in the back, so like if it seemed like you were in an error, shouldn't have been, it accused you of hacking. So you will be banned.
You ever become staff, just be aware that's a thing you're going to encounter. I get it like 3 times a day. I'll click things that Commando sends to you, and I'm like, oh, are you trying to ban me, Commando?
Don't tell the admin. Well, it's like I used to have to go into the back end of the site to add images, and I was always worried I would delete the wrong folder. And there was actually one time I had clicked on the folder for, it might have been like Tempest, and I accidentally moved the folder somewhere else, and I spent like a good hour trying to find the damn folder. No, it probably wasn't an hour, but it was a good chunk of time, and I was panicking. I thought I deleted it.
Don't forget if you're tuning in now to take that pinned message, click it, and there's a link to say that you're watching, and you'll get a prize later.
I forgot about Herman. So if
Don't
you
do them now.
are not
They'll be
familiar,
waiting.
that's fine. We should have done the test run a little while ago, anyways. But yeah, so Herman, when you see Herman pop up, you gotta let us know your ID. And the first 5 people, are you doing 5?
Yeah, 5.
We'll get something on the site.
Make sure you include your IDs, though. I take the first 5 IDs I get. And it's the first 5 IDs on live chat, not top chat. Thank you. I'll let you guys know in a second the IDs I grabbed. Choking on my water. Don't mind me.
I do mind.
Rather not our social butterfly die on stream.
I don't think butterflies do.
What are we talking about? I don't even know what we were talking about. I already forgot it. Herman. All right, let's see here. It's not the most prettiest of stands, but it is a stand nonetheless.
Yeah, Katia and Sean Roach, the Herman game is when Estu puts an owl named Herman on the screen, and the first 5 people that Sadie sees to put Herman and then their ID,
will receive a prize.
then yeah, they'll receive a prize.
We do a couple
And
rounds
we just did.
each time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you didn't get it this time, there's a chance to get it again.
It's just kind of our way of trying to make it a little more exciting.
Also, it's kind of like an activity thing, like an activity prize to make sure people are watching. So
I gotta figure out how to get the gambling back. That was fun.
Make sure you're current too, so that way you know when he comes up and you're not a couple seconds behind. Just hover over your video and make sure the red dot thing is all the way to the far right. Because sometimes YouTube lags. I don't know why. It just does.
Let's look like crap.
I guess I could have linked, the YouTube information. That would have been a lot easier.
yeah. I was supposed to get my nails done today, but I don't think that's happening. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks.
Yeah. I was hoping to get shorter nails this time. And part of that is removing the last 2 nails that haven't broken off.
The most that I do with nails is I buy the nail like gems and stuff for my clay work. That's about it for me. I don't like how that looks either.
We're thinking about 11 a.m. We figured that way it can hit a couple time zones, the people that are typically on early morning, and then it'll go through the afternoon. So it can hit, you know, the Eastern time zones and stuff like that too. We're trying to be as inclusive with it as possible.
Yeah, sometimes it's just impossible to get all the time zones, but we try to do what we can.
Especially in one day. Trust me, been there, done that. That one day I did the game day or whatever, I like started really early morning and then did another one in the afternoon and then another one in the evening. I was aiming for 4 and I was like, I don't think I can do 4. 3 is my limit. It depends on who's hosting it. Usually he's fairly easy to see if Etsu's hosting it, but when I host stuff, I tend to hide him sometimes just to see if you're really paying attention.
Like right now.
Mm-hmm. Do we have like little boards or something? Like little cardboard boards? Cardboard boards, yes. That we could use like signs. I know we got the labels, but they don't really give dimension. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got them.
No, I'm not going to do that. All right. So I guess that's your stand.
Oh, Goldie
3D,
Doggy.
I say like 3D buildings and stuff are challenging. So I make no guarantees that the structure of it makes any sense.
Goldie Doggy, that is such a mood. Accidentally pasting the wrong thing you copied. That is such a mood.
I missed it, so I didn't even get to see what it was.
I don't think they actually posted it into the YouTube chat.
I have copied bad things before and accidentally put them in the wrong thing, thinking that I had something else, so I feel this.
So I'm thinking I can maybe do little, like those little basket things maybe.
Yeah.
Let's see, how does that look? I guess is more 3D stuff though. So kind of have like 3 rows.
Also, whenever I post who the winners were, make sure you check behind me and I didn't type your ID wrong, because the ID that I typed there is what I have in my notes. And if it's the wrong ID, the wrong person will get it. So it's okay to check behind me and just let me know if I messed anything up.
Oh.
So maybe I'll just do something like this, just like one little box. And then people could
And then if people want...
Yeah, you can like put stuff in here. I mean, you could have your tokens or your
Yeah,
pets.
I think when you flip it, it should like be able to flop the side to make it proper for both sides, you know?
Yeah, and I think people should be able to, like, you know, have more than one and then, like, resize it themselves and whatever.
Just make it a giant one.
Well, I'm going to make it so that we can have 3 here. At least. That might be too big.
Well, even if it's the bigger you do, the more they can resize it and customize it. So
Yeah.
Ari, I think you're behind. Make sure that you're up to current with the stream. A huge thank you to Zeltron.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna fly back down to Arizona at the end of the month, and I'm going by myself. It's the first time I'm flying by myself, so I'm kind of hoping I don't end up in like the wrong state.
Well,
Do I need to come fly you down there? Over there?
I'd be the type of person who's like, "Where's gate 5?" and they'll like point behind me. It's like, it's right behind you. It's like, oh, my bad.
Well, if you wind up in North Carolina, you can just come visit me for a little bit. I had a friend that was going to be... They were coming through Charlotte, which is a 3-hour drive from me. And they were like asking when I would, like, if I was too far away and if I could come drop by. And I was like, how long are you going to be there? And they were like, I have an hour delay. And I was like, absolutely not. Because an hour delay, like, or hour layover, whatever, typically means that, you know, they're probably not going to actually get to Charlotte until, like, a little bit after they're supposed to, which is probably not going to make it so it's not actually an hour layover. I was like, they aren't going to even let you leave, probably, because you're going to have to be right back in there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about my flight is I have a layover, and it's, or whatever you call it. That's like 4 hours, I think. Make it go lower. Bark, bark. I'm actually surprised my dogs haven't started barking. Usually when they're missing me, they just randomly start barking.
Mm. I wonder if my mom has started teasing her dog about seeing me yet.
All right, food's here, so I'm going to be muted for a bit. I'm going to eat.
Alrighty. Oh, I didn't even realize it was 5:30.
Carnival really wants us to go on a cruise. They keep sending us the cruise stuff, and I really want to go on a cruise. So, like, they're just egging me on. Do I have like $2,000 to drop on a cruise? Absolutely not. But my
And you hear
midlife
about all the
crisis-
new COVID stuff.
and that's the other issue is I'd have to go get all my stuff done for that, and then get a passport and all that stuff.
Do you need a passport for a cruise?
So no, but yes, because one of David's friends has had it, so that way something bad happened and he had to get back home like ASAP. And the only way to do that
Okay.
is through a flight, and you need your passport to go on a, plane.
International flight, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good point.
So technically you don't, but you never know what's going to happen with your dog. The worst is going to happen every time you're gone, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
David said sometimes you also have to take your birth certificate because some ports will ask for your birth certificate to prove that you are in fact a,
Well,
citizen.
when we were leaving Arizona, they even wanted, I think it was like 2 forms of ID, and it could not be your license or something like that. It was weird. They're definitely starting to like change up the rules even more so than it used to be.
Well, when I was 18, I moved briefly to Illinois, and I obviously left. I went back to New York first to see my dad for a month, and he was kind of guilted into getting me at a flight. I was just going to take a train, but I had lost my ID, and I did not have the ID, like your driver's license number. Guys, write your driver's license number down somewhere that you can, get it later if you ever need it. And the only way to get a new one was with your driver's license number. And I called, and they were like, "There's really nothing we can do for you, yada yada yada." And I was like nearly in tears because I'm like, "How am I getting home then?" Because the train didn't require all this extra stuff, but the plane did for obvious reasons. And finally, the lady was like, "I can't help you, but if you've got a pen and paper, I can give you a number to deal with." And she gave me my number, like, through that way, acting like it was a number to call or whatever. And she was like, "Go to our site and put that in." And I was like, "Thank you, you're the best."
Well, I left the kids in Arizona when I left earlier this month, and I was a mess because I've never been away from my kids, and going through getting up to the security check, you have to go through like the X-ray machine thingy, and they're like, "Empty your pockets," and I only put my phone down. I kept my wallet, so like, "What's in your pocket?" It's like, "Oh crap, it's my wallet." I kept going back in because I wasn't thinking straight. I was like, "Oh, my kids." So I had to go back through several times. It's like, I'm dumb. And they're just looking at me like, "You're dumb." It's like, I know.
Yeah. I can't ever get through the airport security without getting a pat down anymore. And it's not because I have stuff on me. It's just my build and my clothes don't mesh well together.
Huh.
So, like, my clothes will bunch up in a place where it looks suspicious or whatever on the X-ray machine, and then they have to do a cursory pat down just to make sure that I'm not carrying anything I'm not supposed to. And I'm just like, my rule of thumb is to get to the airport at least 2 hours before your flight leaves.
Yeah, that's the typical or standard or whatever.
Yeah.
And I think they say it's like 3 or 4 if it's international.
Yeah. And it's like, if I have extra time, I'll probably browse one of the many, 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 many newspaper stands or newspaper shops. I call them newspaper shops, stands, whatever. They're where you get the news, a snack, or whatever. Uh-oh, we have a bot.
We do have a bot. Give me a sec.
Huh.
I got it, I think.
Yeah.
How do you remove the comments?
This is my boss doing work stuff.
Hey, boss lady.
Hi.
Sorry.
Now, how do we delete these?
I'm removing them. I had to report it so that way.
Oh, okay. The new side of Waha's that nobody knew about.
Let me swap to the actual Waha's account.
That kind of reminds me, whenever I Twitch stream, I don't get the bots as often because I'm not big affiliate or a big partner streamer, but every once in a while, um,
Waha's After Dark, yeah. Adult Swim.
But yeah,
You never actually removed the message. It's not letting me, even as like the Waha's account.
it says on my end, message deleted by Waha's view deleted message.
I was just hoping that it would actually like get rid of the person.
It's supposed to actually delete it. It would say like comment has been removed next to the name.
Yeah.
Hold on, let's see here.
It says message deleted by Waha's on my end.
We're just gonna.
Oh, yeah, it just won't come off the stream because of the just gonna push the
So I guess because it's our account, it shows you what the message was, but it just blocks it for everyone.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think I got it off the screen, so that way like new users coming in don't see anything at all. It's like it never happened.
Learning new stuff about Wahas all the time.
Okay, I'm muting again. Be right back. I just choked at that. And it's hot sauce, and it just went on my nose.
Oh no.
Thanks for that.
Waha's dating service.
Now we have a pair shop for listeners. That's all we need. I don't use dating sites, and I don't know any of the names. I suddenly
Waha's
have
Mingle,
none.
yes. Like once upon a time, that would have stressed us out, and it's just like now, like, oh yeah, let's just make some jokes on it. Back when we thought Wahas would have lots of younger players.
We're super pure on this site. We never cuss.
Nope, never.
Don't watch
Even though
past
I've already
streams,
dropped a
please.
couple on this stream.
I did it once.
I think I almost dropped one on on this particular stream, but haven't quite yet. So,
Yeah. Oh, usually it's me breaking the rules when we do these.
I have like 4 wives on Wahas. Ask Bluey and Thad.
We actually have a couple people that are on Wahas that met their spouses on Wahas and got married.
I didn't know that.
ooh.
Yep. I know of a few.
I'll let you know, Bluey, when I find them all.
His single forest looking for Dreamy Divine. Now I kind of think we need to have a dating service come out.
Imagine if we did that and like it selected 2 random Wahas, one from your cave and one from somebody else's cave.
That would be
And it just-
awesome.
Oh, but instead of either parent getting the pups, they just go to the park.
I love it.
Yes.
It's not foster care, it's just complete abandonment.
Look. It's like, what's his name? E-Man? E-Man, right? How he's just trying to, find homes for his children that he's got.
His many, many raptor children.
Before his mom finds out.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever told him about that. I know he's asked me to play Wahas, and it's like, no.
You're too young, kid.
It's even like Mike will be like, I want to play Wahas. No, we're good.
It really suck if we
gosh.
have to, freeze you.
I know he was in the chat once, or the Discord, and I kicked him out pretty fast. He has no filter whatsoever.
Neither does David. I said that you had no filter whatsoever. All right.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Oh, crap. I almost put that in one of my other servers. Because I screenshot the thing, so if I need it later, I have it. I almost put it in a server that was not Wahas related. Fairness, some of the people in there do play pet sites, not Wahas, but they do.
Oh, I mean, it's just a bunch of numbers. It wouldn't be like a dating site information, so.
I don't know. We're working on becoming one.
Yeah. Wahas 2.0.
Wahas 18 plus.
So the only thing that worries me about this basket is it's going to be really hard to make things look like they're actually in it.
Can we do like the front part is like a separate thing? So that way it just layers over top of it?
Could probably do that.
I mean, not to suggest stealing features from another site, but Chimeras does have multi-layer items where you can layer parts of an item above other items.
Yeah, but we're not coded to work that way. We just
I
regular
know.
layering. Come on, it's back in here.
Jesus.
I've never seen a stream have that. Maybe someone's playing games with us.
And there's no way to actually, like, remove them. Full on block them. I reported them, obviously, but...
Well, what I could do, I could chop off this front, and it could be like a sign. And then if someone wants to, you can keep it separate that way. So kind of multi-purpose, I guess. Go back.
I'm not done with the Herman stuff. I'm gonna post in a second who won. I was dealing with that other thing. One.
But we could like call this a sign, I guess. I could put a couple little like dots along the top, so I guess to pretend that they're nails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that.
Maybe it would look weird if I did that. I guess if you had a sign, you could stick it up there or whatever. And then I'll just chop off the front from the actual one.
And that also kind of works because there are those like 3-sided bins that some people put fruit in.
Yeah.
That's sloped.
Hey, Lemmy.
Wings of Lime, you missed lots of fun excitement. Wahas 2.0 at nighttime.
I don't know why I didn't type in hi, Lemmy.
Wahas mingle. I never remember to say like the stream and subscribe and all that stuff. Subscribe.
You have it in the top right corner of your stream.
I know, but
I
they always
should
say you're supposed to say it.
probably
so
push
they don't.
through.
Oh, look, there's her.
Grr.
So how I always have to say Gur's name. I can't just say her because I always want to add more ers.
The other thing that's cool about
out.
this program too, the streaming software here, is we could actually hand out the link if somebody else wanted to pop up on the panel.
1 sec.
And
I'll be right back.
if they, to talk. Actually, hopefully you guys are able to hear Sadie better now too. Before we were having a lot of people say they couldn't hear Sadie or anybody else. Just me. Just me talking to myself. Hey, Green Bean, we're just chatting random stuff, doodling.
To mark yourself as here, go to the pinned message on the chat room. There is a link there. Click it and go mark that you are watching. And the prize will be sent directly to you sometime probably tomorrow or the next day. I'm going to be right back. I have to run and go do something. It won't be but a sec.
No.
Yep. Love you!
Damn it.
I heard that.
I know. I'm so bad. I have like no filter sometimes. It's bad.
Yeah, I'm surprised that YouTube doesn't have an auto closed captioning for live streams either. Probably, I think part of it might be because their closed captioning software is not that great for even regular videos. So, I mean, I'm gesturing here with my hands going up and down, and you guys can't even see. Nobody can see.
Nope. You would be correct. I mean, I guess you could always turn a camera on. Then they would see.
Yeah. But then also that would mean my bandwidth would go down.
Oh, yeah. I can't help you with that one.
I think my bandwidth would go down anyway.
Kind of did this the difficult way, so it's taking a bit longer. You know what? I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat at this. If I was on the right layer, that would help too. Aha. And I'm sorry, YouTube is not helpful in that area. You'd think Google could like afford to have a better CC in place.
You think they would. But unfortunately, I have a feeling that it's the same with other big tech and other big corporations. And, you know, the disabled tend to get pushed down by the wayside, unfortunately.
I am back.
Welcome back.
It is extremely hot, guys.
Yes, it is hot outside.
We have like the door open, so that way we can get some natural light. I have like a glass door, and I just walked in front of it, and I'm like, no wonder it feels like it's 80 degrees in here. It probably is 80 degrees in here.
Yeah, and sorry for that horrendous noise that just came in through my end. My housemate is making her bed, and she has to move her bed in order to make it.
So the question, what gave you guys the idea for Wacky Way, the Laha's name randomizer works? Actually, so I had planned on that being like names, one word, you know, Steve, Bob, whatever. And staff kind of went crazy with it and did like whole streams of stuff. So it was random. I tried to do scripts for a lot of my videos on YouTube. It is so hard. It takes a lot of time, and it's difficult to try to catch everything and to have the timing right. Making them is tough, the scripts.
I did the captioning stuff for our YouTube videos. It's about 3 minutes for typing out everything and editing it to make sure all your stuff's right per 1 minute. And I don't like go into detail and all that, and sometimes I skip words to make it so that way it's not so me rambling. Oh yeah, and grammar. You don't get correct grammar if it's me. There's not going to be proper punctuation. There's probably going to be spelling errors.
It's funny you say that, but that's why I have you do the news posts, because you're better at that than I am. Most people don't even understand what I've said.
I get told I talk too much. And I mean, I do, but a lot of it's like relevant information. And if I don't put it, we've done that before where I don't put everything that needs to be known right then and there. People message me like, what about this? What about that? What about this? And then I get swamped, which is what happened with the breeding contest, because I kind of left that shorter. And I'm like, I can't, which is why Bluey took over. And I'm so glad she did, because I was getting so swamped. And I was like so frustrated. I was like, I should have just done a long thing.
Yeah. There's a reason I usually stream at night, and that's not just because I'm a night owl. But it's because I live in a house with 4 other girls, and not 4 other girls, 3 other girls. I'm the 4th girl. And but I never know when someone's gonna knock on my door and come in, or you know, stuff like that. So, but
No, that worked out pretty good. 3 in the front. It's got good spacing. And then we have the, we'll just call this, we'll pretend this is a sign. And you just have to get 3 signs and shove them in the front. Done.
I gotta finish packing tonight. I got a few little clothes to pack up and gotta make sure the electronics that I'm taking is coming with me and
Yeah, I will say if you have the iPad, see if you can load up any movies or music on that. That will keep you busy on the flight.
I'd rather not take it with the way the screen is cracked.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Because it's pretty badly cracked. So, yeah. Lesson learned. Do not just hop in the bed when you have your electronics in your bed with you.
Yeah, don't stick them in the bed. Then you won't be able to hop on them.
Fair enough point.
Okay.
Will I learn that point? No.
Yes, sometimes you have to learn the hard way. Gur, I'm glad that you like the layout. Wanted to try something new. I don't really remember. I think there was a reason why we were. Oh, because I wanted to get everybody up on a panel, and I wanted to have it so that the site managed the volume. Because before we were using Discord, and you couldn't hear everybody as well. It was just me, like seemingly yelling, and everybody else was being quiet. So the hope was that this would make it easier for everybody to hear everyone on the panel. The mom tone. Yeah, I tried to not let it sneak out.
Make sure you're liking and subscribing if you have not done so already.
Alright, so we have the stand, a smaller stand, and what we're going to pretend is a sign that could just go there. Actually, I could probably just call it stand front, small stand front. That might make more sense.
Hey, we're not barking. Come here. Thank you. They.
No, cracked screens are not fun, Goldie Doggy. This is not the first electronic I've cracked the screen on. I've cracked my phone before, and my first tablet I cracked. And then my dog, well, my stepsister's dog stepped on it and completely
Scarlet.
broke my first tablet. So
Girl.
but my iPad, I'm hoping that I can get it fixed for like $100, maybe $200 at the most.
Yeah, I have no idea how much it is. I know once upon a time it was cheaper just to buy a new iPad, but I would hope things are better now.
Yeah, I hope things are better now too. Like, I paid $500 for that iPad, so
Yeah, I know they're not cheap.
no, they're not. And
these guys are gonna torture me and want a wicker basket. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it.
I believe in you.
I'm trying to think of how I can do it because I don't really know if I want to have like many different like pieces or components for something. So I'm wondering if I just do like the front and leave it kind of have it fade off maybe. And then when you stick all your stuff in, maybe it would work.
But if you also don't feel up to it, Gurr was in here. And Gurr can be voluntold. they just finished a basket, so I'm sure they don't want to do another basket. They did an Easter one for me.
Oh, is it empty?
Sort of. There's like parts missing from where your Waha sits, so it doesn't quite
Oh,
work.
a big one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
huge.
I don't even know how I'm gonna draw it. It's gonna be hard. Let's see here.
But
Just Holly over here doing this pair, and I keep thinking they're trying to tell people to do their daily pairs.
it's not quite time for the mad rush to get all your daily pairs done yet.
I don't even do my pairs. I lasted, I think, 50 days, and then I had to pop it in, like the free one, and then I lasted another 3 days, and then bye.
All right, I gotta go eat dinner.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Already.
How do I mute?
There's a button somewhere. I think my longest, I had 100 and something days once upon a time. It was during there was no way to get it back when you lost it days, though.
I think I got to like day 3 once.
I always wanted a different activity thing where you don't actually have to do anything. You just get a prize for logging in and playing for like 20 or 30 minutes. Like, completely wipe away them pairs. We don't need those no more. But certain people would very much complain.
And this basket is like another Celtic braid. This is gonna suck.
I believe in you. One sec. V. I think I'm back. I think he's done.
Welcome back. You know, some people love to draw like these types of braids and everything. Probably rather do the Samsara marking again.
What did you say?
Nothing.
All right, guys. She wants another complicated marking. You can shut that. Can you turn on this light when you do? It's hot.
No, that's not right. Well, Pear Strike's a little bit better now because you can freeze it. So, at least we have that. Oh, I'm sorry, Chitali. This sucks. Yeah, their free restore helps too. I don't know what I'm doing. Digs. Kind of want to get rid of those, to be honest. We are redoing the mining cave. It's kind of something that we've been poking at for a bit. So it's going to get a remodel, which will hopefully be less, what's the word? Repetitive. Hopefully be more interesting.
The reason we did it so that way it takes a cut of your stuff is so that way people didn't purposefully let it go or whatever because it would be cheap. I don't know. Some people have it so that way that cut or the amount that they make is more than it costs to restore it. So we wanted to make sure there was a penalty for continually missing it. I tried getting it to be even worse. I was going to have it so each time you had to restore it, it cost like double each time. So initially it'd be like 5, and then it'd be 10, and then it'd be 20. I just didn't want to make it so that way there was no like penalty for missing it, because there still should be one, I guess. I don't like the daily pair game in general. That is one of the areas I do not like. The day that it made me lose my 100-something pair streak is the day that it lost me forever.
Oh, we got to get more games in, and that will hopefully lessen the pressure to hold the pair streak.
We've got a God, I don't know what that was. Frog in my throat. We've got a lot kind of working in progress. I think our biggest one is for newbies coming up, and that has been my big project for the month. Hopefully that'll be done in the next week or so.
Oh, come on, don't do that. So I guess I might have to just do 2 pieces to the basket, the front and then the back.
And in the right color, they kind of look like netting, so that'd be good for like pirate themes too.
Yeah, I mean, I can do different colors of stuff. Yeah.
You should be getting WC from everything, because everything just got a huge boost. In some cases, some of it doubled. Although your biggest WC/CWP gains should be coming from the mining cave if you do it daily. If you're not upgraded, it is roughly 7 CWP if you're not upgraded, and if you're upgraded, it's almost 15 a month. I got him.
Cool, cool. Thank you.
And I'm back.
Oh god, you're really
Welcome
loud.
back.
Oh. How did I get so loud?
I don't know. That was really weird.
Should be better now.
Okay.
The only thing that's difficult is if someone comes into the waiting room, they don't give me a notification, so I kind of have to scroll down and keep an eye on it.
Oh.
It really throws me when I get like 2 or 3 people with the same like first 3 digits of their ID. I'm like, didn't you already win?
I will say this item set is going to be next month's monthly theme. You're not going to see it right away on the site. So you can kind of consider this like a preview, I guess.
But back to what I was saying, yeah, mining caves should be like one of your biggest things to make money. Following that would be leaf points, probably. Let me pull up my March Madness stuff. Eventually it'll get converted into a thing, but we just changed everything, so I now have to do another Madness month. Not looking forward to that. Or I make Commando basically like run a what is the word I want to say? Run a simulation or whatever of it being, you know, a month and tell me what I get. Walkthrough. From the Leaf Exchange for a month, I got 5 CWP on one and 4 CWP on the other with a little bit of extra, so almost 10 total from 2 accounts.
That's gonna be too big.
Sean, what's your actual ID and I will fix it. Same, that's how I get my CWP too. I don't actually do anything on site, I just use some real life money.
I would use real life money more, except like I don't have it.
I don't really have it to spare, but anytime I need like art for something, or if I want to gift somebody, I just, rather than have to try to figure out how to make money on site, I just, you know, here's $10. Give me monies.
Hello, Bluey.
Is my Bluey here?
It made a little noise when she popped in.
She may be driving, so she may not be like talking. Love you, be careful. What time will you be home? Okay. I would never have guessed that you're Taylor.
Can you hear me now?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I probably won't stay long because it seems like my phone internet does not connect well to this.
As far as the voting things go, that's on the sites themselves and nothing Wahas can do about it. Some people have said they have good luck with using a different device, so if you're using your phone, try a computer or a tablet or something like that. Other people have no issues and are able to do one from like their phone, one from their computer, and make 400K a day. We're not actually sure why it does it, but
Your credit card might not have thanked you, but Waha's thanks you very
I was
much.
about to say that. Here is your ticket into the custom patch raffle.
I know Aram is especially pleased that you spent so much on CWP.
Isn't he the one that wants to like take over our world?
Yes.
Oh, I thought the custom patch raffle would be a really fun idea. It gives you a little extra fun. You don't have to put any money into it. Well, technically.
You don't have to put any extra money into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, all the custom patch raffles have kept the CWP from dipping into the 3s for the majority of this month so far, so that's good.
I do feel bad though when someone's like, "Oh, I bought like hundreds of CWP and I still didn't win," and it's like, "I'm sorry." All automatically done. I can't control it.
I don't know. Part of me is like, oh, someone bought only 10 CWP and won? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, some
I think
people
that
have
happened
really
one
good
month.
luck. Yeah, I
It makes-
believe there was. Yeah.
If it makes you guys feel better, during Christmas we did a raffle, like an on-site raffle for something, and I put in like, I think 30 CWP. Sim put in more than me. I know Sim did. And they ended up selling. The person that won it ended up selling it for 1,000, and I bought it for 1,000 CWP. So, if it makes you feel any better, you can still have a chance of getting it. It's just going to cost you a pretty penny. Hold on, let me see if I can find the thing. Everybody was like, I don't know why you spent that much. And I'm like, this thing you can't actually get because it was the Arctic with the, what is it, the feather lines? Yeah. And even staff aren't allowed to keep their feather line stuff. So, it's the only custom on site with feather lines.
OWF will probably not change for the payout just because we don't want to encourage people to mass breed puppies just for the sake of sending it to the OWF.
Yeah, and that's already been proven fact that that's what people do.
Even when it doesn't make you any profit,
Yep.
people are still breeding them like crazy and then tossing them in.
I put in for most raffles at least one ticket, just so that way I feel like I participated. Because a lot of this stuff I design, I don't think I did. I think Starbit did the imp one this month, but did I do the rest? I have to go look. It's been a hot minute. It's only been like 12 days.
I think I did one of them. Didn't I do one?
Yeah, you did the one with the hair. And
yeah,
then
I wasn't too happy with it. It did not turn out how I envisioned it.
Green Bean, if it makes you feel any better about the monies being thrown in for key points to the park,
That's so bad.
there's if it makes you feel any better, if it makes you feel any better, there are people like me who refuse to send to the park unless it's at least adoptable. But
so I feel like the one ticket only things tend to be the ones that we do on streams, and they can count because usually it's a comment. You get one ticket for commenting, and everybody can participate.
Yeah,
and Etsu advertises it.
We haven't done that in a while, so that's the only downside to that. And I don't think people really remember that. So
yeah,
they were asking
about a one ticket one.
Yeah, no, I saw. My hope is once my kiddos are in school full time, which this will be this year, so I'm excited for that. I'm hoping to do more streams, and we'll be able to have some kind of consistent schedule so that people can kind of plan on the one ticket custom patch for the streams.
Usually when we do them on site, especially if we do them in the CWP or WC or items or whatever, it's to help give it a sort of like CWP dump or whatever to make it so that way, CWP is no longer 3 mil exactly.
Yeah. A lot of times when we do the raffles and stuff, we do kind of have some plans in the back. Like if we notice CWP is really low, we'll put something in to kind of encourage people to exchange, the currencies. So I can't make words.
If you guys want a trophy progress bar, I would recommend doing a suggestion for it. That's a commando thing, and he does look at suggestions.
I think it's exciting when he does his own. Because like sometimes he'll see like a really good idea and just do it and not tell anyone.
My favorites are
so
when
then
he's
you're
like,
looking around the site and
my favorites will always be whenever I ask him for something, he goes, is this a you thing or is this the users will want it. And I'm like, well, it's a me thing right now, but I'm sure the users will like it. And like with the bulk feeding pairs, everybody loves it. And I'm like, see, I told you.
It's like your abbreviations. You had to have made up a bunch of those.
No, I only made up 2. Like, if you go through, a lot of people are like asking, what does this stand for? Because I went through the help thing and I did a search for meaning or whatever, and then I went through and just grabbed all the things they asked, like as far as abbreviations and terms and stuff like that, to try to cover them. And those, like, the only 2 I made were to differentiate male pair, mutation pair, and marking pair. Because everybody was like, oh, we just use MP. And I'm like, MP literally for the same type of item. Like, they're all pairs. How do you know what you're talking about? And they're like, well, you just kind of have to ask. And I'm like, why don't we give them all a different abbreviation? So we're not asking. So.
You'll come talk to me and you're using the abbreviations. I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying to me.
I try to do better. Like earlier when I was talking about wallpapers, I started out going WP and I was like, wait, will she know what WP is?
Well,
then I did wallpaper. And then I was like, can I use WP now? Is this an appropriate time to use? But Etsu, guess what? I have something for you.
What? Do I want it?
Yeah. Here you go. You can use this now so you know what I'm talking about. It's a terms and abbreviation page.
Oh, yeah, no, I knew about that. Yeah, you shared it with me when you first published it, and I accused you of making up a lot of them.
And actually, I didn't have all of these. Some of these were suggested after I made it live, and users and Fun Times were like, can you add this one? I've seen this one used, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, Commando and Code Dragon are the same people. I don't even know which one he goes by right now. He was trying to switch his name off of one to the other, and I don't remember which. Let me go look.
He wants to be Code
He's-
Dragon.
Yeah, he mostly goes by Code Dragon now. I still call him Commando just out of habit.
I call him C. So if you ever see me say, well, C's got to take care of this, it's talking about Commando or Code Dragon or however you want to call him.
Code Durg.
Code Durg, I do that too. And I'm going to tell you, I do it because I do it with a lot of males in my life that I talk to frequently. Like, my dog's name is Valak, but I call him V. And David is David, but I call him D. Apparently, you just get abbreviated to your first letter. And I only do it with males. Well, sort of. My best friend goes by V. Like, that's what she wants to be called. So I do her as V, too.
Yeah, Code Dragon, he used to code Wahas a long time ago, and then a friend of his stole him away because they were trying to do an upcoming business. So I think like every 6 months for like 4 years, I was like, you're coming back now, right? We need you, please come back. And then finally one day he was like, okay. I was like, yes, thank you. Like, I was so shocked and like happy. So it's nice having him.
And he's been a godsend. Like,
Yes.
literally since. So.
Yeah, no.
I've made it very clear that if we ever get another coder, that we need one that's willing to talk as much as Commando is. It felt very weird when it was both Commando and Dave, because Dave was never in Discord with us, ever.
I think that was before we were really doing Discord, though.
Well, he came in and, like, he was there towards, like, us using it at the very beginning, but he was never in there. He was one of them really absent people. Like, you know how, like, DB's in there, but not actually in there?
I gotta go poke Mercury one of these days.
I told you if I can figure out how to do it, I'll do, like, mini ones, and then she can just do the big ones whenever we do them, where you want them to actually be, like, recorded and stuff. I just got to learn. Which probably means I need access to, like, a Waha's email or whatever.
Well, she has, like, a system in place that can tell her all, like, the stats. Like, so, like, she can tell if someone opened the email, if someone clicked the link. So there's a lot of stuff that's recorded.
I just know I'm easier to get a hold of whenever We want to do like a small one out.
Ah, this is not. I don't like this bottom part. I think I'm gonna cheat out on it.
All our new people that have just come in, make sure you click the pinned message on the top and go mark that you're viewing, and also make sure you have on the live chat instead of the top chat, as you may miss messages if you're in top chat.
And also, if you're new here, we have a little game. If you see the owl pop up, let us know your site, your site nickname, and your account ID.
And Herman. And say Herman.
Yeah, Herman too. See, like I said, I should not be giving people information because I suck at relaying it.
We need to add like a little text box to him, you know, like a speech bubble or whatever, and have all that information so that way they know what they have to do.
Yeah. Do that.
That would be. That's a really smart idea, actually. Yeah. So one of my late aunts had a farm, and
All right.
I remember in the summers going to her farm and like picking blackberries and having fresh homemade pies and stuff like that. And it's just, this type of thing is, this item set seems to be reminding me a lot of her farm stand where she sold her produce, and yeah, she was a remarkable woman. She just kept going until she just couldn't anymore, of course. Of course, the women in my family tend to be very remarkable in that regard. My grandma is 80-something, and she's still around. Not in the greatest of health, but she's still around.
Yes, this is going to be next month's items. We're doing a stand. You could do fruit, vegetables, pears, whatever you want to do. And there's little shelves, and you can use the front piece to close it off so it looks like your items are actually in it. And right now I'm attempting a wicker basket.
Also, since I'm working on this right now anyway, if you have any important notes that you'd like to see on the Explore the Site walkthrough, like maybe what the icons mean for like the beta stuff and testing and all that, or any of that stuff that you'd like to see marked, let me know so that way I can go ahead and get them listed down on here. Terry says no bananas.
Oh, you could have a banana stand. Sure, it's just a matter of time. So I realized there's not a lot of bananas in the marketplace. I'm going to have to do another banana item. I'm not going to do that.
I'm sorry, Dragoon SSRB. I have no idea what any of those fruit you just named are. Although dragon fruit would be fun.
I think, didn't I do a dragon fruit?
Did you?
Oh, I did. Maybe I didn't.
I don't know.
Maybe it
I
was one
haven't-
of those I attempted it and didn't like it, so I abandoned it.
Look at you tattling on yourself.
I know.
Okay, Gio says we just had dragon fruit, so I must not have been paying attention to the items like usual.
No worries.
Louis, what are you doing? I don't know if that's Bluey. Might not be Bluey.
Yeah, she's got bad connection.
Ah. Goodbye, Bluey!
Kick her from the stream.
Wow, so mean.
It wasn't me.
If you guys want specific doodlecorns, that is a suggestion thread you need to make, and I will discreetly take and toss it to Splinter. Very discreetly. I will slide into their DMs.
I was just thinking about those the other day. It's been a while since I've done them, and I know I need to do one more release with the traditional tale, I think.
You don't have to apologize for not having English as your first language, Dragoon. It's probably, you know, that's why I apologize for not knowing what those fruit were, because, hey, I mean, different languages, even different dialects have different names for different fruits.
Mm-hmm. We also only have the American perspective for stuff, so it's cool to hear about other things that we might not have heard about that we can bring in.
Yeah. I mean, we have a little bit of British perspective from Term, but and is there another staff member in Great Britain? I can't remember.
Yes, Amika, I
Amika?
think. Amika.
Yes, Amika.
And then Can is where is she?
Kanta is
Kanuka
Singapore.
is
No, Kanuka.
Kanuka is Singapore.
Singapore, yeah.
Yeah.
Biscuit and... No, I don't know if Biscuit is. I know Danny is Canada, I believe.
Yep. Same with Ari.
I'm trying to look to see who else.
We lost our Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah. But most of our staff members have been native English speakers, just different dialects.
Yeah.
We did have Thorn, who was German, but we lost her a
I miss
while ago
Thorn.
too. I do too.
You know, people having
should
their
drop
real
her a-
jobs.
I know. How
real
dare.
jobs and real life, and
Yeah.
not
'cause
having
I know
time
Lammy
for-
is doing stuff with horses. Can't blame her.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thorn was like one of my top favorite artists of all time. It's very hard to beat Thorn. They just had that like style. Even like I'm very much a color person, so like you could draw horribly, but if your coloring is on point, that's all I care about. And she was very much a very good, like, I don't know, the coloring was just there. I messaged a couple years ago and then forgot I messaged, and I got the message last year because I don't ever log into DA.
Yeah, Apples.
I
I've
should
tried to get Apples to
probably-
come back. I message her every now and then. It's like, you know you want to come back.
So much has changed, though.
I know.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's probably been, what, 4 or 5 years? She's been out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we're basically a whole new site when you've been gone for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think it wasn't 4 or 5 years ago that Goat Dragon came back and really started the
Yeah,
start
something like
site
that.
really started being uplifted and everything.
Yeah. Back when we had a lot of bugs, and now it's like hard to find a bug.
Can you imagine like our old mods coming back and having to take that mod test? uh, there is now, sort of. You'll understand when the feature is released, I guess. We do have a pineapple, don't we? Or am I thinking the
Yeah,
fruit?
we have a pineapple. I think it came out at the same time as the dragon fruit. Pretty sure that's the one I did.
Yeah, we do have it.
Or maybe Kanta did it. I might be thinking of the dragon fruit.
Good luck. I didn't even ace the mod test and I wrote it.
I know, I looked at it and it's like, okay, I know a couple of these. I'd fail it too.
Like, I think I was missing an answer or whatever from one of the scenarios, and I think Zeld caught it and was like, you could also, like, argue that this is a rule broken too or whatever. I was like, well then, how did I miss this? Yeah, we do have a Herman with a pineapple hat. I think is it Hawaii? Yeah, it's Hawaii. Hawaii the Hoot.
Bye, Bluey.
Bye, Bluey.
Bye, Bluey. It might have to actually end soon as well.
Have you ate?
Unless no, I have not. Unless you guys want to keep it going, you're more than welcome to. You guys can throw up your own stuff on the screen. So that's something
it's
that
getting time for me to wind down. I have to get the dog medicine and stuff soon. She is on a month-long medicine
regime. I don't actually have anything to share right now.
Oh, no worries. This was like a very random stream. Like, we just wanted to test out the new program and make sure we had the settings all set.
We are aiming for another one on Friday at 11, though, if you guys are going to be around. 11 a.m., not p.m. Sadie goes to sleep before 11 p.m. Not Sadie dressed up as a Herman who...
Pretty sure we have Halloween and Christmas doodlecorns.
We do. Hold on, I'll send you the thingy.
There. Oh yes, don't forget to check in on Wallhouse. We have the pinned link there. Thank you for that, Chitali.
The Christmas ones and the Halloween ones are done through games on site and social media and stuff like that, and are only available during the season that they are for. Usually games will pick up around then. Usually I have done more games than I have lately, but things have been crazy with us trying to get all the stuff revamped so that way it's all current. Yeah. We changed so much in the last year that all the walkthroughs just about are no longer relevant.
Yeah. Well, the nice thing too about this, I'm changing topics again. I'm going back to the streaming software here, is we can even do games. It's like we can do Jack in the Box or I think, isn't there a drawing game? Charades. I don't know what you guys called it. You guys used to play it all the time.
It used to be Scribble.io, but
Thank
they changed. They got rolled into another site, and it's now something else.
Okay.
I'd have to look it up on ArtFight.
The butterflies have been given away a couple times. I think I did one on site, and I've done like 2 or 3 on social media for games. They just go through randomly depending on when I have time to do a game and also get prizes out. I still owe prizes for some social media games.
Figure we'll get one more Herman in there before we end the stream, and we'll remind everybody on Waha's that we're gonna plan another stream on Friday, and maybe we'll even get a custom patch in there. That could be fun.
Ooh,
All right, and I got the 5 winners. I'm not
Awesome,
going to
thank
announce
you.
these ones since it's our last one. I'll just ping them on site whenever I send out prizes.
We haven't done the site mini games. Oh no, you were doing games before, weren't you? The mini games.
I do them here and there. I don't do them like as frequently as I was because that's time that I could be doing on walkthroughs and stuff.
Yeah. Well, we were kind of hoping to do some advertising at some point this year to attract some new people. So the focus has been trying to make the site a little faster on some pages and clean it up and get the walkthrough going. So we've been trying to prep it up like that.
Yeah, make sure everything's up to date so newbies aren't so confused and all of that jazz, which is why we've been so big on like that update forum and all that. And why you see like the news posts saying that I've updated things so that way users can look it over and see if I've missed anything. Fun Times has like helped out a whole lot to try to make sure that, I don't miss anything, but even then, we're all human. Things can get by us.
Yeah.
And the Herman game is just like a random surprise game that we do during the stream. So if you see Herman pop up, he's the little fat owl there. You shout Herman with your ID, and then you'll get some kind of prize at the end of the stream.
Hopefully with what we've got planned, Green Bean, it'll help keep your friends interested in stuff. It's supposed to act as a sort of get to know the rules, get to know the site, and also learn things while getting prizes. So hopefully that'll help with retention. Did I say that right?
Yeah, retention.
Attention, yeah. Transfer Walls, that one's pretty old. Probably could poke at that at some point.
Yeah.
We have some scripts that are very old that haven't been touched in a long time.
Yeah.
It's like the contests. Someone had posted a screenshot once upon, like maybe a couple months ago, of like the Wahab running on the track, and I was like, "The heck is that?" I haven't looked at the contests in probably 5 years. Completely
I'd like
forgot
to
they
fully
were over there.
them. But the thing
Same.
is I think that the only staff member we have that even does them is Zor, and I don't think that they're super like active on them. I would like for us to get a staff member who actually does play it to get like relevant information, So that way, if we do touch them, we're not going to completely break the heart of, the diehards that are out there that love that thing.
Are there people that are actually doing it though?
Yes.
I thought it was mostly neglected.
No, there are people who love that thing. I mentioned before
Yeah.
that we
I
were
didn't
going to
hear
look
that.
into touching it, and they're like, "Don't you break it? Don't change it." And I'm like, "It's probably going to get changed. We want to make it better and worth doing. Somebody else is going to have to write guides on these because I know nothing about them. Haven't touched them since I was new."
Yeah, I think the last time I touched them was when we coded it. And Waha's search, that needs to be redone very badly. That's an old one.
Yeah. There's a couple areas of the site that really need some TLC.
Yeah. The problems
Slowly.
of having an old website.
Yeah. The only way to
Yeah.
completely be able to revamp it would be to take it off and from new, but that would take so long.
Yeah.
Great downtime of 2022. Here we come.
Oh gosh,
Oh,
no.
God.
We're better than that. But
I I remember
you.
when I joined, it was like right after that is when the downtime hit for 2007 or whatever. And I joined, and a week later, and it was like, well, there goes the site. I broke it.
Yeah, no, that time sucked. Let's not go back to that.
We're gonna make hoochas.
What's that?
They said, well, you were saying Waha's 2.0, and I said, we're gonna make hoochas instead?
Oh. No, we're gonna do the Wahas at night.
We'll re-invite that bot.
Wahas mingle.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But I think I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around with us. Hope you guys enjoyed our doodles and our banter. Another thing, too, we can do in the future is maybe invite some of you guys up on panel, because the panel can hold, I think, 6 to 8 people. So you can kind of try to mix things up a little bit and try to have some fun.
Make sure if you haven't already, you go to the pinned messages, you click the link there, and you mark that you are watching. I will shut that down at 6:55, so you got 5 minutes to get in.
Like the stream, subscribe, bell, all that YouTube stuff.
Bye, guys.
And yeah, don't forget the Waha stuff. All right. Thanks, everybody.